So what's good, homies? It's your man, Dr. BOA. You know, a lot of times men, especially us grown men, we get a lot of backflack and a lot of dissing and a lot of hating because of our preference for younger women. And older women tend to have a tendency to make excuses about why these women want us. And their favorite one is, well, she only wants you for your money. There's only one response to that. I'm sure glad I got me some. Now, somebody sent me a video on IG, man, and this video has been making the rounds, and I wasn't going to touch on it, but I just had a situation today where a woman said something like that. I saw it in the comments where a woman came in and said she would hate to see my young tender when she gets older and how I'm going to dog her out or whatever she was saying, something similar to that. And my response is, well, at 20, she always going to be a young tender to me. In 20 years, when I'm 20 years older and she's 40, then she's going to be a young tender to me still. And this is what people don't understand. Younger women are at the most unstable point in their lives, so they need stability. Older, mature men, seasoned men, distinguished gentlemen, if you will, are at the calmest point in our lives, the most successful point in our lives. And what we need is something that matches the rest of our life. We have beautiful homes, beautiful cars, beautiful wardrobes, beautiful bank accounts. And what do we need? A beautiful woman. And what's more beautiful than a young tender? See, people want to hate on the fact that a man in his 30s, 40s, even 50s can have a young tender who falls into position and does every single thing that man wants her to do. But the problem with these older women is they just wish they had done it. They remember they had that opportunity. And now they've hit that point where the older men don't want them and the younger men don't want them unless the younger man is in a position where he needs a place to stay or he needs someone to provide for him. Let's take a look at this video, man, and we'll come back and chop it up on a real tip. Teflon, you a fool for this one.
This beat got Teflon on it.
And in this video, this young chick chooses between a son and his father. The son is her age, 20-something. The father, of course, is 40-something, maybe even 50. And she chooses the OG, the seasoned veteran, the established man. See, there's a huge difference in a woman's mind between a man who's pursuing his dreams and a man who she could see has already attained some goals. And there's a different energy from that man who's attained those goals. There's an air of confidence that you just can't get until you do some things in life. Now, as I stated, it was a tough decision for the young tender to make, man. She had to decide, did she want to be there and ride it out with a man? Or did she want to capitalize on the opportunity to be with a man who was already selling his ship? See, there's two choices a woman can make. She can make the choice to be with a man who may need her to sell the ship sometime. Or she can make the choice to be with a man who sells his own ship and she's on board, but she ain't got no power and control. And a lot of times, these women come to the realization that they already don't have no power and control in their lives. And unless they're misled by these older women who are bitter because they didn't capitalize on whatever opportunity that they had when they were younger, telling them, well, you don't need no man. You ain't got to be with that man. That man going to try to control you. Men with money think they can control you. Yes, men with money can control you. But if it's done with love and affection, then control ain't a bad thing. Control helps you save yourself from yourself, baby girl. That's all it does. You come, get on this ship. You ain't got to worry about the ship sinking. You ain't got to worry about nothing that you would have to worry about on your own little bitty boat out here in the ocean. You ain't got to worry about being tossed to and fro in that little bitty boat. You come get on this ocean liner, baby, and you good. And that's what young women see when they look at men who are already established in life. You look at Diddy with Young Miami, the city girl. She's with him for the money. Let's not act like money doesn't make a difference to older women, because it does. Matter of fact, it matters to older women more because they demand that you have something to give them. You know why? Because they already lived long enough to run up all them bills, run up all them debts, work their whole lives and have nothing to show for it because all they did was trick off the money on trinkets and treasures. Birkin bag, anyone? But here's a prime example of what I tell you men all the time. A man's prime is between 45 and 60. And you can extend it if you take really good care of yourself. But 45 and 60, you're as wise as you've ever been. You're as rich as you've ever been. I mean, if you've been on your business and didn't have any, setbacks. You're as patient as you've ever been because you realize that everything takes time. You're as cognizant of your health as you've ever been because, hey man, you ain't in your 20s no more. So you're stress-free. You're blessed in all ways. And a young woman has never dealt with that a day in her life. So she comes around you and she gets to live a fairy tale. But it's not a simp fairy tale because she knows she's expendable. And that makes her more dependable. See, older women don't understand this because if they ever knew it, they'd have forgot it now. Because they don't get this type of attention. There is no successful man at any age who wants a woman in her 30s and 40s. We just don't want that, just to be honest with you. Now, there are some circumstances where a woman can put in a whole bunch of work and earn that time with you, but that's rare. Most women don't do that. The bottom line is this. Young women, by and large, have two options. And anyone who has not been influenced by this society, or by older women, or by hating older men, or by hating younger men, is going to decide that being with an established man at a young age bodes better for her capacity to live the life that she wants to live. And deep down inside, they all want to be mothers and wives. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Tricks acting like they max, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Betas claiming to